is this place? SSSA. Anyway, good morning. I've made it. I'm a little later than usual, but I've done what I have to do so far. Now I have to commute in between, and we'll go from there. So far, it looks like chat's not working yet. Oh, there it goes. I see Alfred Clues, Philip Maxwell, Shanetta Elliott, good morning. I'm still kind of orienting myself to make sure we go in the right direction to get to the Manhattan Bridge, which should be roughly in like this direction from where I am. But we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't rain on me. Anyway, Tamara Britton, Roxanne Robles, Mona, Lynn and Graham, good morning. Let me cross and go this way for a little bit, maybe get out of some of this traffic. Michael K. Ron is here, good morning. Greg 57, good morning. It's only me, good morning. Colleen, good morning. Andrew Horton, good morning. Aunt Esther, good morning. John Burke, good morning. H.O. Dave, good morning. Sonia Perez is here, good morning. Frank the Tank, good morning. Sharon Solomon, good morning. David Ballmer, good afternoon. Morning for me. Damian Caesar, 2 months. Good morning, I'm well, how are you? Michael Scott Howard, Carla, we're late, but we made it. We're going. Had a busy morning, but we did it. Sue, good morning. Fred, good morning. Julie Frome, good morning. Perbeck, good morning. Doomsday, good morning. Steve, good morning. Andy Diaz is here, good morning. And time is all relative anyway, right? Bombi Rivera, good morning. Karen Fetter, good morning. Beyond the Matrix is here, good morning. Roxanne with the $5 super chat. Happy Monday, good morning, and happy Monday, and thank you. Why do I hear so much yelling already? I guess it's later in the morning, the yelling happens. Cassandra, good morning. Uh-oh, my butt's upset. Tony, good morning. Manny Chokchakul, good morning. Damien, the weekend was busy, I was working, but we made it. Daryl, good morning. All right. I still hear yelling. I don't know what that's coming from. Are there protests today, or is it something else? I don't know. We got to get to the bridge. The noisy bridge. Yes, we're doing the noisy one again. We don't have enough time to go to the Brooklyn Bridge. I got to take a more direct route. Although I don't know if I should be going towards the sound of the noise and the screaming. But just check my map real quick. Oh, I think if I go this way, I should be able to get to the bridge, actually. No, this is good. Okay, we're going the right way. Good. Okay. Dasha, good morning. Oh, it's somebody with a megaphone. It is a little bit of a protest, I think. It's about housing, which is important. Maverick, good morning. Oh, Sharon, you stayed in that Hilton? Cool. Cynthia, good morning. Lights in our favor. Blessed Amadeus Mount Christina's here, good morning. Tony, I got a little something from Baby Commuter, but it's not so bad this time. No fever, so I'm all right. Just a little cough and sniffles. Live against the 40, hey. Yeah, I know, right, Maverick? Probably would have been fine without it, but just double checking so I don't kind of wander off the path too much. Mike, Archangel Sky, good morning. Well, good morning. That's right, Ron. Only sink sprayers. Enough sink sprayers and kitchen counter space for all your Coffee makers, yes. And the fridge door that opens the right way. I feel like that's something I should have known much sooner than I learned about. The fact that you can actually like pretty easily swap the direction a fridge door swings. It's a feature pretty much on all refrigerators. I feel like that's something I should have known sooner. I've known it for a few years now, but I feel like it's something I should have known sooner. Anyway. Ambrose is here, good morning. Everyone waiting for the bus, or we're walking. On J Street, by the way. Edward, good morning. Shinalays, good morning. I guess NYU, oh that's right, NYU took over, I think it was his Tandon. I don't know if this is the one that used to be Brooklyn Polytechnic University. But I know NYU took over that. They might have renamed it to Tandon. I don't know anymore. Andrew Foster, good morning. Andrew Foster's favorite drink is Foster's. Because that's how it works. It seems rather crowded on this side of the block. Maybe I should cross the NYU side. There's a Marriott over there too. Hey, you know what? There's a Marriott over there. Let's cross the street. Curious about that Marriott. Hop up. More bike lanes, just making sure. Oh, that was a mistake. Huge, huge mistake. An extra flatbed that has given up. So it looks like he has to straighten out. This is our opportunity. He's got to straighten out. Otherwise, he won't be able to back in. It's a process, but he's doing what he can. Not me, Damien, not me. Yes, Maria, yes, that's where we are. Okay. Keep making our way forward. As the motorcycles get off the sidewalk. Double check this one. All right, we're doing good.
I'm very excited about it.
John Casella, good morning. Are there still mini buffers? I don't know what's going on. It's uncharted territory, so I can't yet tell if it's the same problem as we had last Friday or the Friday before, where I was having all these tiny buffers I needed to restart the stream after I did a airplane mode thing. I don't know yet. There's also a different area. I guess we'll know more if it keeps happening around Manhattan Bridge. Lawrence, good morning. Again, we're walking down J Street today. We didn't walk this last time. I'm gonna try to go across the bridge, as fast as I can today. Hopefully. CUNY school over here. Nice fancy building. Oh, but we're gonna have to get across, what is that, Tillery Street? It seems. Lost picture for 30 seconds, wow. Well, my bitrate's holding stable, but it's not at max bitrate. I think I do need to cross the street to the right, actually, so maybe I should take this opportunity and cross back. Oh, there's some folks crossing the street from that side, so we should take the opportunity before the bus turns, because once the bus starts turning, it's hard to cross the street. Missed it, Ron. I missed it. But we're gonna have trouble up ahead, I think, with scaffolding. We'll find out. A Jeep Gladiator. Does that count as 2 Wranglers, Frank? How do you count those? I know there's so many varieties of Wranglers. Might have been a mistake. That scaffolding looks like it says sidewalk closed. Hopefully it doesn't make us cross the street though. Andrew loves Guinness, not Foster's. But the first time he tried Guinness was in San Fran? That's interesting. I think we'll be able to get around. Looks like they split the bike lane or something. Sebastian's here. High Plains Drifter, good morning. If you want to go to St. James Cathedral offices, you have to go that way. I don't know why you'd be over here if you're not going to the offices, but it's that way. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm anxious about the bridge. RJ, not the new time. It's later than even later than last Monday because I'm on my own this week. This commuter went away, so I had to do the baby drop off on the days that I usually don't, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday in addition. And the daycare doesn't open as early as I leave the house, so it's going to be a little bit different this week. Darn. We don't have the light and it's a truck coming. Liz OC, good morning. Alright, it's changed. We keep going to the bridge. See how noisy it's going to be today. Nova Rains and 11 months of membership. Asking about ear protection. I wish we had an NVIDIA broadcast for the stream. I think we're getting close to the entrance. It was an easier way to get to it than last week. J Street took us right up to the entrance. Nice. We just got to cross the street twice. Baby commuter's fine. I was working this weekend. Baby commuter got picked up by her grandma, my mom. Took her out to Long Island. So she had a good time getting spoiled out there. As should be done by the grandparents, I guess. We are going on the Noisy Bridge. Do you remember which one the Noisy Bridge is? All right, here we go. There's a Reddit thread on the Ask NYC subreddit about people's encounters with celebrities. And I think for a majority of folks, it's kind of like me, where you really don't even notice half the time, or most of the time. But the funny part, I thought, was that more than one person got either hit or almost hit by Owen Wilson on a bicycle. I don't know. And then the way that he hit one guy, apparently Owen Wilson did have the right of way, but even still, he said, "Oh man, sorry," in his Owen Wilson voice. The way they wrote it out anyway. I don't know why I found that funny. Maya, good morning. Oh, is this single parent? Well, yeah, single parent. Yeah, for me, yes, it's tough. It would be very coincidental if it was also like one of those National Single Parents Week too, or something like that. Daycare can open as early as 6:30 for us. We usually don't take her that early, but she also doesn't wake up that early. Although she woke up pretty early today, earlier than usual, without any issues. So I can try to get to work soon enough, on time. Yeah, Andy, I don't know if you were with us last Monday when we first took this again. In a long time. It's been a long time since we took the Manhattan Bridge, and we did it last Monday, and it was quite bad. So we're right next to 2 tracks, and there are 2 more tracks on the other side of the road of cars. Andrew, awesome. Welcome back virtually. But yeah, there. See, even now all the way over there, it's still noisy. And Williamsburg Bridge only has 2 tracks, so we have twice the potential for trains. Yeah, have your volume controller handy and be ready. Lawrence, thanks for popping in. Have a good one. Andre, good morning. I guess see JP. Mustafa, good morning. And I'm hoping that maybe it's a little bit past the busiest part of the morning in terms of trains. There's a seaplane over there. I don't know if you can see it. See it. There's a big building they're working on the left. Up, photos got it. Good morning. I did not oversleep. I underslept. Substantially. Brooklyn Bridge will work. We'll get it to work one of these days. I'm hoping for next week. Oh, actually, it depends. Trains go over here, I think. Maybe not the B, D, definitely D. Andrew, sorry to hear, but hopefully the nights are behind you. Murphy D, good morning. I think he was trying to get big because he saw like a black bear or something. I think that's what you're supposed to do for black bears, right? They're pretty skittish, so when you see a black bear, you just try to make a lot of noise and look big. And I think, what's the other ones for grizzly bears? I think you're just screwed. What are you supposed to do for grizzly bears? Maybe even polar bears, you're screwed also. Hazel Brown, good morning. Which has more traffic? I think Manhattan Bridge even has an upper roadway, so I think it has the potential to hold more cars. Hey, Roman Check 75 Adams made it just in time to see someone take up a lot of space on a narrow pathway now. That's the Brooklyn Bridge over there, if you're wondering. And you could just see the Williamsburg Bridge through all the fences over there. Our old friend, the Willie B. I thought the other side of the bridge was supposed to be for bikes and such. Another train. That's the same thing we should do, Ambrose, if we approach you as well? Kidding. I got jokes. You can even hear me. Gosh. Oh, is Joanne here? Good morning. I love headaches, so I decided to go over this bridge. Another train. Hey, here's one. I should do a 360 over this bridge. Gosh. The N train. N train? No, that's N train. Yeah. As I can see, completely unnecessary narrowing of the walkway here. They got nothing stored. I mean, this part of the fence looks busted. I guess they're doing some work at some point, but right now it's just a completely unnecessary narrowing of the bridge. Anyway, we're more than halfway over now. Not much longer, hopefully. All depends on my speed. Yeah, I think the bike's supposed to be on the other side. But he's really enjoying his music, it seems. Yes, it's definitely some soothing sounds. I like to hear the lullabies of the Manhattan Bridge to sleep. It should help. Surprise, another train. Wait, so the Manhattan Bridge is actually like 300 to 400 feet shorter than the Williamsburg Bridge. That one's around 7,200 feet long. I think Cash Jordan just saw some penthouse over there, or just showed some penthouse over there. It was only $9 million. Indiana Jones is here. It was just the right time for that motorcycle to go by, you know, when there's no trains, so you can have the spotlight. RJ, thanks for popping in. Yeah, we got 4 tracks on this bridge. 4 tracks. If anyone remembers, at times on Fridays we used to end right there under the FDR Drive, in between the Manhattan and Brooklyn bridges. Haven't done that in a while because we haven't walked down the East River in a long time because of the construction. It's a good nickname, more than halfway over. I hear Manhattan Bridge and Excedrin are going to do a collaboration. They're going to hand out free Excedrin packets at the end of the bridge. The FDR has a purple underside to it. You know, I wonder if it was that building right over there. This one. Because it had like a wraparound terrace, right? That was offset from the facade of the building, and I think that one has that at the top. Because I remember you could see the Frank Gehry building. Is that how you pronounce it? Anyway. I haven't gone on a ferry ride in a while. That's right, Steve. Good morning, Stephen Averill. There's another one. U-Train. Commuter's current favorite song is Mr. Sun. Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. That one. Nate, good morning. Taxi, post something every once in a while these days. Adam's about to catch the Q train. That person has a little balcony, but quite a lot of greenery on it. It's like a tree that's almost taller than the top of the building. Another one! Oh, yeah, Specs. It's a good one. It's got the right stuff. But the thing is, Baby Commuter, she loves dancing. But to her, dancing is like jumping. She looks like she's ready for a mosh pit, which is kind of funny. Watching her like thrash around to baby songs, it's wonderful. Claws. Actually, I'll go and check. Wow, it's been almost a year, Stex. Time flies, right? That was. know if I like the sound of that. This might be East Broadway under us, which we also take at times to get to Seward Park. Another train. Good morning. Plaza apartment building's huge. The whole complex is giant. All right, hopefully that's the last train before we turn off there. But knowing our luck, we're gonna get one more probably. That's true, and Rose probably sleeping. I told her I wasn't sure if I'd be streaming or not, which I really didn't decide until like 8:30 today. New York time. Hey, we might actually get lucky and not hear another train. All right, Adam, thanks for popping in. Have a good one at work. It's good to see you again after this time. A little interlude, an Adamless interlude, we'll call it. But not anymore. Damien saw Oppenheimer. You enjoyed it? I mean, I'll probably watch it eventually. I know they say you should watch it in 70 millimeters in the movies, but it's hard enough to get out to watch a movie like at the local theater. I keep seeing all this buzz around Baldur's Gate 3, but it's been out already, hasn't it? I guess in early access, you can play the game now. It's just, I guess the full game is coming out. Curious about it. Oh, is Lee here? Let's ask GPT, JPEG. Let's get. Oh. That is a farty truck. Joseph liked Oppenheimer too? All right. I'm glad it's good. I'm glad it's just not made. I always get wary about those movies being made just for like awards. Not that that's always the case, it just feels that way sometimes. It's just me. Hablo poquito español. Muy poquito. Is it good, Stex? I'm kind of sick of Diablo. Is it close? Is it too Diablo-like? Or is it different enough that I'll get a breath of fresh air? I have no idea, Ambrose. Probably not, right? I could have ran it, but I would have just been waiting in the middle also anyway. Oh well. Peter's here. Peter and the birds. That's right, we made it into Chinatown. Not something we always hit on Mondays. Now we got to make our way back to the river. Oh, view of the arch, sorry. There it is. There's a truck of cars. Whoa! I am pretty sure he gunned that red light. At least we'll make it past the main street. And then we'll have to wait for the turners up ahead. Or we could, maybe we'll go to the right. Catch the Lucky Star bus to Boston. It used to be $15. I don't know if they raised the price. That was like 15 years ago, actually. But I don't know if they changed the price. But it used to be a very, very cheap way to get to Boston. It's pretty polished. That's good to hear. But is the gameplay pretty much like Diablo, or is it? I just don't remember the Baldur's Gate games. I might have played 2 for a little bit, but you know. Uh-oh, pigeon snuck into some Popeye's crevice. Third highest domestic opening for Oppenheimer. What's the first, Andy? Mighty Bull, I think I missed you. Morning. Hey, Bagels and Walk Sean is here. You've joined us for a late one. Although I'm not really late, I just... a wizard is never late, as they say. He arrives precisely when he means to. I don't know if that's the exact quote, but that's what we're going with. Yeah, there's some flowers in bloom across the street in the park. Let's see if the lights go in our favor when we can cross over. Mr. Sun, Mr. Gold Sun. Oh, light is changing. Yep, there it is. Dunkin' was too crowded. It was a 3-hour wait. Kidding. Nah, I'm on solo duties this week. Mrs. Commuter's away for the week. Very different as Diablo. And you have to strategize. Okay, Stex, I might take a peek at Baldur's Gate 3 then. I will tell the developers Stex referred me. Yeah, I'm on solo parent duty for the week, so I was in charge of getting the baby to school on a Monday. Actually, all 3 of my commuting days are days that I don't usually take the baby to school. She's not really a baby anymore, but yeah. Sometimes I like to pretend to eat baby commuter's foot. And she says, no, don't eat my foot. I ask her why. She says, because I'm a big girl. Sometimes I ask her, what'd you do at school today? Did you try to eat Sarah? She says, no, I don't eat my classmates. I don't know, who taught her the word classmates? Anyway, it's all very funny. What time Wednesday? Yeah, that's a good question. It all depends on if I'm able to get out of the house early enough and get the baby to school. But I'm hoping that we could start streaming by like 7:15 on Wednesday, hopefully. So definitely an hour later than usual. Earlier if possible, but unlikely. Like earlier than 7:15, I mean. Got the light. She's 2.5 now. Oscar's been following me for a little bit. You thought I pronounced the words very well? Oh, thank you. I try. I'm not great at it, but I try. It's basically a D&D RPG, says Office Girl. Okay. I think I'll look into it. Sounds good, Damien. Have a safe drive. Arcade Action Ace, good morning. We're on Forsyth Street now. Forsyth. What's the next block over again? Eldridge Street. All right. Shoulder. Hopefully, Ron. I really want to do a computer building project with her when I think she's ready for it. Like actually build a computer with the baby from scratch. I feel like it will be fun, but sometimes not everyone considers the same things fun like I do, you know? Corner deli, might have well been a bodega, yes. Just got something in my eye. Construction finished on the Manhattan Bridge in 1909, so just a few years after the Williamsburg Bridge, which finished in 1903, if I recall. I would have liked to cross the street. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll walk over to Allen Street. Raspberry Pi might be fun. Despite all my like computer technical stuff, I'm not really much of any of a coder / software, just more up business commuter's alley. So hopefully between the two of us, I'm hoping we can have her build a computer and then write her own operating system. I'll try to avoid its text, but it's hard. We have those little hands. It's easy to reach certain places, you know? I'm kidding. Here we go. All right, so Subway here on the corner, not a bodega. They claim they slice deli meats. I've never seen a Subway slicing deli meats on premises. So if you've ever seen that, let me know. Linux. Get our nice Linux distro. I like the name of the spa. Yeah, man. You at the spa? Yeah, man. Which spa are you at? Yeah, man. I told you I'm at the spa. Did I ever use BASIC? I did a little bit with QBasic. Yuri, good morning. Nova says they were sliced 3 weeks ago in Iowa. That's why I used to like Blimpies so much more, back when Blimpies were a more popular thing. They slice their own meats. You order Blimpie Best, they slice each one of those 3 or 4 meats right in front of you. Is it a big difference? I don't know, but it felt like it tasted better. It felt like it did, so why not? You know? Why not? Andrew got food poisoning from Subway. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm not exactly surprised. I used to eat Subway a lot too. It was a good deal. And then I lost the most weight in my life eating Burger King. Because it's really all about calories. I was just getting small meals from like the small junior bacon cheeseburger, small fry, small drink. That's all. I had no snacks. That's all I ate. And like it always worked out. I love Blimpies. Meat doesn't go dry if it's sliced only if it's needed. So there is a reason. The BMT at Subway stands for Bowel Movement Torpedo. Nice. Well, not for the person undergoing that experiment. Really want to go to Orchard Street. But to get to Orchard Street, I gotta finish crossing this street, which I will right now. It's terrible. Tell Nightbot to buy all the blimpies and open new ones.
No quiz, no subs. Is they are good for you?
Let's go this way. What is 2nd Street? And then P&T Knitwear Bookstore and Coffee. Oh, apparently 2nd Street is secondhand clothes. Man, this is one of those places where the secondhand clothes cost more than when they were new. Jesuit, good morning. I did like Potbelly. We as millennials get Quiznos. My goodness. No pulp juice and smoothies? I want the pulp. I paid for a full experience, which includes the pulp. I think. I don't know. Let's see if I can cross here. We're really close to Equinox. They might not let me be on the same sidewalk as them, as I'm not fancy enough for them. But we do have a staple coming up. That's right. Everyone who comes to New York should come to experience this. And of course, I'm talking about Marshall's. That's right, old New York mom and pop Marshall's. I've never heard of Katz's Deli. I don't know what this place is, but I don't know if you should. I'm just kidding. Katz's is the place you should go. Katiani, good morning. Toyota velour tracksuit, I do not. Russ and Daughters was just a few blocks down one of these directions. Actually, I think it's just one block down that way, Russ and Daughters. Also good. Yeah, I think Cat's just opened like last year or something. I don't know. They haven't been around that long. I'm just joking. Yeah, I think they sell cat food or something like that. I don't know. Maybe kitty litter. But no, for me personally, I feel like I still enjoyed their pastrami the most out of the ones I've tried. But that's just me. That's just me. And again, it's a place you're gonna go if you want to spend, I think it's nearly $30 for a sandwich now. I think a pastrami sandwich at Cass is almost 30. Baby Commuter really likes tofu, especially from this one Chinese restaurant nearby, but she still calls it tofu, which I think is kind of funny. You want some tofu? Steaks you pay 28 bucks? Yeah, so that's about right. Nearly 30 bucks for a pastrami sandwich. But the food lasts an entire day. Man, not for my body anymore. I need to, maybe if I eat like 4 of them, no, I shouldn't eat so much.
The quiz no subs. Is they good for you?
If Nova's still here, I think I forgot to ask her. I just forgot in general. What does your food truck offer? All right, it's Avenue A. That's good. Making decent time, I think. Yeah, maybe. Does it come with fries? I don't think it comes with anything. You have to, maybe some mustard? I love mapo tofu, yes. That's actually exactly the dish that Baby Commuter likes. But we have to ask for it not spicy. She hates spicy foods. I think she'll learn to enjoy them later. I don't think she understands why a food should hurt. Like, in terms of a point of logic, it makes sense. Why should this food hurt me? What? Well, we have the light right now, so this taxi's gonna have to chill out for a moment. I'm backing up out of the street there. You do breakfast at the farmer's market. Nice. Breakfast food truck. That's nice. I like it. Some sort of Con Ed structure here, a substation or whatever they call them. I don't know. But it's covered in artwork. Janice, thanks for liking. Nicolas, good morning. Ooh, I feel like I have to have one of Nova's burgers now. Lizzo prefers soft tofu. Yeah, I think I do too, over fried, yeah. That is how it works, Bagels and Walk Sean. That's how it works. You know it, I know it. Scruff McGruff knows it. The price of lunch can vary. Expect to spend 10 to 20 bucks. Probably more these days. Liz loves Shake Shack. Shake Shack is great. I would love if we would have the option for In-N-Out here, but we don't. Destination today will still be by the East River, Kips Bay area. Gotta get through Providence, Rhode Island? Okay, we gotta try. Next time, if ever, so look out for your food truck in Providence, Rhode Island. I'm way past the curb in case somebody thought that beeping was for me. It's pretty nice. They hand out food here, which is a nice thing to have. Yeah, these trees let off a lot of pollen, I guess, and other tree-related activities. Rocket Street Food Truck's the name of Nova's food truck. If anybody else is in or around Providence, Rhode Island, that's the food truck to check out. Stex used to live in Warwick, Rhode Island. That's Warwick Davis, Rhode Island. I guess those are little sprinklers. Middle of Boston, yeah. Tompkins Square Park, am I right? Not bad park. Yeah, quite different 25 years ago, but things change as they do. That is New York's greatest constant. It's change.
I don't know. I mean,
No, Tompkins Square Park is 10 acres? That's sizable. How did I pronounce Warwick? Incorrectly, I guess. Yeah, there's an exercise group over there. But they're not playing Ode to Joy, so we know it's a knockoff. Nova says I said Warwick correctly. Well, that's good. Glad I said something correctly. I see, Stex. Sorry to hear you had some trouble, but I guess it all worked out in the end. I'm non-native Rhode Island. How do you say it as a native Rhode Island? Jamie the Rooster says they say Warwick in the UK. Interesting. Look at how big the Paulownia tree leaves are, even at this size of the tree. I wonder if they're gonna move that thing, because they grow fast. Amber's had Bleecker Street pizza and was not impressed. See, that's one of my things. Like, I don't know that you should go out of your way to get pizza at one of these places that is like highly known for its pizza, like specifically pizza. I think there's a lot of options you can get that are more local to where you are in New York, that aren't one of these like John's or Bleeckers. Unless you're going to Spumoni Gardens, L&B Spumoni Gardens. That's an adventure. But that's just my own hot take on it all. Susie's never had sushi either. Definitely start out with good sushi. Oh, same with Philly cheesesteaks, says Nova Rain. I kind of figured that too. Sean waited for 3 hours for DeFaro and Dom was alive, it was worth it. Well, I guess there are some like unique situations where things like that are possible. I guess it's just like a majority of the time these days. Gene, doing well so far and growing fast. Like this place over here. Hello. This place over here. Is it the same person as last week? This place over here, Burrata Pizza, used to be called Mozzarella Pizza, actually. And they were my go-to place when we were in Stuytown. And there was a place right around the corner. Actually, there used to be a KB Toys here in this like area where Target is now. But before then, there used to be a corner deli here. I think they just called this. And now I guess there's a deli across the street on the other side. But this whole complex burned down, actually. But there was a pizza place there called Pizza Place. Like P-E-T-E-S, Pizza Place. And that was another one of our go-tos in Stuytown. Ron was hitting on Shake Shack? Oh, did they open up a Shake Shack? You're in the Philippines? Is that right, Ron? Yeah, we didn't. Do we have an Indian spot closer? There might have been something close that sold some Indian dishes, but I just don't remember it. I don't remember having to go all the way to Curry Hill for Indian food. It's just not the same, like, in terms of toy stores these days, right? It's just a different experience than back in the 90s. When you'd be surprised at the things you see. Now you've kind of already heard and seen everything thanks to like Amazon, commercials, and websites and their advertisements. Everything is targeted one way or another. Like you've already been pinpointed by these companies to eventually see something based because they think you like it. Anyway, I don't work at Starbucks, no. Documentary, good morning. Steve, good morning. What was like the equivalent price they're charging in your Shake Shack over there? Like if you converted the price to US dollars, I'm curious if they try to upcharge it. Toys R Us. Kitty City was my go-to before Toys R Us. The one on Union Square. Now it's a Raymore and Flanagan. But yeah. Andrini, good morning. Shake Shack's coming to Toronto. I'd like to hear that In-N-Out is coming to New York. make it happen. Anyway, we're in Sci-Town now. This is the Oval. We used to not be able to sit in the Oval, like in the grass. It used to be all English ivy. And we definitely didn't have this statue back when I was growing up here. And the security booth used to be right at the entrance to the grass over there. And the fountain is off. I wonder what's going on. It was a twice a Burger King burger price, so about $10. Yeah, I think that's about the same as they charge here. But then again, our Burger King prices, I feel like, are getting kind of close to that anyway. You know, I don't think I've ever really seen this completely off in a long time, but I want to take a peek in the fountain. Only because I haven't seen it completely off in a long time. Guess that's what it looks like, in case you were wondering, when the fountain is off. Oh, they're working on it. That's where the hatch is to work on it. Oh man, he's got a giant fan pointing down there. It's gotta be awful down there. If they even bothered putting out that huge fan to point airflow in there, I can only imagine. Lionel Kitty? I don't know if I remember that far. It's actually relatively sticky and muggy right now. Dirk, good morning. Double cheeseburger and fries for $4.44. Steak and shake. That sounds like a good price. What about White Castle? You know, I don't know if people are gonna like this, but I like White Castle. I like having those little burgers. You can just keep popping those little burgers. This is a side. Aren't these like this Fios truck here? Isn't this more for like moving people rather than equipment? I guess they repurposed it. Ah, Johnny Rockets. There used to be one by Washington Square Park, I think. Johnny Rockets was good. We had a couple of birthday things there when I was younger. Is there a White Castle NYC? Yeah, I think they just reopened one in Manhattan. There used to be one on like 30-something and 8th Avenue, and they just reopened one a few blocks from the original location on 8th Avenue. I think a little north of it. Harold and Kumar love it too, yes. But there are other White Castles in the city too. But there were none in Midtown for a while until they reopened the one on 8th Avenue. Peter Cooper across the street. You can see some of the flood wall. It's beautiful. Actually, did they reopen those parts yet? You know what? Let's take a risk. Let's go. Can we get back to the river yet? Maybe we could actually walk some of that section now. I thought I might have seen Action Kid doing it. Ah, there is one in Harlem. Yeah, I thought I remember going past one on a bus or something when I was going with my friends in the Bronx.
There's no subs. Yes, they are good for you.
Ooh, lights in our favor. But I have a feeling there's a giant truck is about to turn. Oh, he's going the other way. Good. What do you think? You think we'll be able to walk there? You think it'll be open to go left beyond the flood wall? guess we could always walk over here if we have to on the side, but let's see. Hey! Hey, there's a plane launching. All right, good. We get a little bit more of an East River view than usual. And I guess they're still working on the landscaping a little bit over here, but I think it looked nicer before. Yeah, I think it looked nicer. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Here's my beach. Sutton Place section is going to open too. How soon? James, good morning. Charlotte loves the airplane. Me too. At least the fishing folks have their spots back. I mean, if you're not too nervous about eating the food from the river, it's a good way to eat cheap, I guess. This summer, yeah. They always meet their deadlines. I hope Wegmans actually opens when it's supposed to open in Astor Place. It is nice we were able to actually walk through, though. It's been a while since we were able to do this. Maybe we should try our luck on Friday. Nah, no, probably not. I'm already going to be leaving later than I want, so. Do the fish in the river give you superpowers? Yeah, like a reduced lifespan or something like that. Poor Kmart, yes. That's where Kmart used to be, where the Wegmans is now. Or where the Wegmans is coming up now. At Astor Place. At least the Cube is back.
The Cube is back!
That's right, Bakers and Walks John. They're actually on the NYC or New York State government website, whatever the NYSGOV is, but yeah. And it's something like, if you're a woman of childbearing age, you apparently should not eat anything caught in the waters. At least that was the case last time I checked. Walking right through a gas station. Hopefully nobody pulls in right where I'm walking. That's my fault. The opposite of it, Ron. And then if you're like a male, a young adult, you can eat like one a month or something, depending on the fish. Yeah, it's been a while since I checked the guidelines. That boat has like AstroTurf on it. Whatever you call the fake grass on top. Thanks, Charlotte. Hope you have a good one too. Fortune 911. Temporary plates. Legit or not? I don't know. Not always. That's right, Mercury Moments Josh. Late start. I'm solo this week, so I had to drop off the baby, which got us in a little later than usual. we can get through. Should be. Yeah, D-Dirty, and a lot of them are apparently like fake completely. Like, you just go on Craigslist and you buy a temporary plate, and it's just somebody who prints it out for you, but it's not even real or recognized by anybody. So I don't know what percentage of them are actually not legitimate, but there's definitely a portion of them that are not. That bus stop was probably for the M34, because it goes all the way to Waterside Plaza. M34A maybe? Porsche 911. Temporary plates. Okay, our quiet section. Away from the noise of the FDR because the buildings are blocking it. I wonder if that boat over there, it's like a little fishing boat. Can we get them to get us? We got a nice little library in this school too. They got with nice views and everything too. It's really quite nice. Oh yeah, people do eat out of the river, absolutely. But yeah, look up the guidelines on what New York State recommends you should actually eat. They're not stopping you; they're letting you take it into your own hands. But just also, you also technically need a free license to fish in the water here. It's absolutely free, but you do need it. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how frequently they actually ask for it, but it seems like one of those extra little hoops you gotta jump through, but it's free for some reason. Hey, what kind of bird is that? Right over there. Look at it. Look how it's like stretching its wings in a robotic manner. You see that? It's like ratcheting wings. Knows I'm onto it. Gene, thanks, you too. Fascinating, hello. 59th Street Bridge is over there, so we saw 4 bridges today. Walked over one, saw 3 others. Meadow, glad you were able to join. We're almost at 300 likes. Nice. Forklifts. They might live in there. Yeah, there's no strong sun, but it's still quite warm out and humid. See Long Island City, Greenpoint. Guess it's training. Because there's still, it only changes part of my work, so I still kind of end up in the same place. All roads lead to the same place.